Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach, and in this video we're looking at ECOMI, OMI, VeVe stuff. As per usual, I've been taking a little bit of a break. I want to sort of revitalize, re-energize myself with this stuff, and I've been doing Valorant stuff as well. That being said, right now the price 0.00206. Honestly, there's been some jumps, there's been some dips. It's all been going on. Obviously, you know, Marvel happened, we saw a correction again. I saw Cavell talk about that. Man's got a little bit of heat on him when he spoke about, let's be real, the facts, the truth. But I know some people don't like it or whatever. It is what it is. You know, it was a pump and dope for a little bit, but hey, you know, that we're gonna see that when it comes to crypto, right? It just happens sometimes, and people who can sort of figure it out can figure it out, but otherwise YouTube is gonna make videos about it. Anyway, this video isn't about the price right now, at least. This video is about Marvel NFT. Obviously we spoke about this like a couple days ago, when it basically, as soon as it launched, I was literally streaming Valorant, and the announcement came out, and as soon as my Valorant game finished, I just started recording, even though I was streaming to my Valorant audience. Having said that, let's have a look through Games Radar, because this is really important, and I'm going to explain the importance of this after we read through the article. So we have here official Marvel NFT digital collectibles are in the works. This was of course posted basically on the day that it was announced. Marvel announced a collaboration to produce official NFT digital collectibles. You do not know how happy I am to see this graphic and it actually be real, right? It's absolutely amazing. It's beautiful. I can't believe it, right? Marvel Entertainment is getting into the NFT game, announcing a new collaboration with digital collectibles company Orbis, i.e. ECOMI, to build and launch. I don't actually know why. Those of you who might know why, please let me know, like, why they have two names for this each time. To build and launch, because this is meant to be ECOMI. Orbis Blockchain Technologies Limited is meant to be ECOMI. Anyway, to build and launch a global digital collectibles experience for millions of Marvel fans via their mixed reality VeVe digital collectible app. VeVe app promises to add a digital layer to the world around us, letting users to interact with their collection and bring their toys, statues, and other collectibles to life. Now, obviously, you watching this know all this already, but keep in mind that the majority of people reading this have never heard of VeVe in their life, and most likely the only thing that they really sort of put together when it comes to NFTs is things selling for extortionate prices, like Charlie Bit My Finger, for example, or CryptoPunk stuff. So just keep that in mind, that is what the mainstream view is. So Games Radar is not a crypto magazine, this is a gaming magazine for fairly mainstream audiences. Per the announcement, the collaboration will mean Marvel fans will be able to purchase and interact with Marvel NFT digital collectibles like 3D statues and digital comics books through VeVe app platform later in 2021. That's huge, right? 3D statues and digital comic books. The VeVe app is available on iOS and Android, and according to Marvel, by purchasing its own currency gems with a credit card, users can then use gems to buy and sell official Marvel NFT collectibles with others in the VeVe second, of course, marketplace. Trade and hunt for rare and even secret rare NFT comic books and collectibles and display the thingy. NFTs are a kind of crypto, etc. We don't need to go through that. Now, this is important, right? We already know this. NFTs, which consume a vast amount of electricity, have drawn scrutiny due to the environmental costs of creating them. Some NFT producers have moved towards a more environmentally friendly form of NFT blockchain verification that relies on the trust reputation of the maker, etc. Now, keep in mind, of course, like I say, this is for mainstream, generally at least. Games Radar is a mainstream gaming magazine. Some of you will know it already, but it's really important that, of course, this is every time something happens here, whether it's, you know, Simone Lugno, whether it's about DC, any sort of company generally that are working or doing a collaboration with VeVe, it's always cited, of course, that the intention is to be the first ever carbon neutral NFT platform, right? This is huge for PR, and it's really interesting to see Games Radar even picking up on this. Then we have, of course, Dan Buckley, president of Marvel's statement on it. Since the beginning, collecting has always gone hand in hand with being a Marvel fan. And of course, like us, VeVe understands collecting is about the experience just as much as a product, and we look forward to extending that experience to our fans over the years to come. So of course, that's one thing as well over the years too. So I'm assuming that this contract is for a while now regarding the license. Of course, Marvel promised more details about the NFT collaboration in the coming weeks, keeping in mind, of course, that Comic-Con is literally around the corner. Today, we're seeing more fans than ever gravitate towards their screens, says, of course, David Yu. Fans want to watch and post about their favorite characters, talk about them on social, and find ways to interact with with these characters however they can. The VeVe app takes that idea of collecting to the next level by embodying the element of fun while also making the growing trend of NFT. And again, this is really important because this is going towards not the crypto crowd. Now, one of the reasons why this is really important is that, and I've spoken about this many times before, but not as much as I should have, and I think I'm going to go over like more of this at some point because this is my sort of area of understanding and knowledge, I guess, compared to like the crypto, the tokenomics end of things. This is why I'm excited. The fact that Games Radar has picked up on this. Now, Games Radar isn't the biggest, well, actually it is one of the biggest websites in gaming, but it just tells me like the fact that they have spent their time, a writer, I'm assuming, who wrote this, the fact that there was someone who wrote, so Michael Doran and George Marston, the fact that they spent their time writing this about on Games Radar shows that this is the demo that they believe is they're trying to reach, essentially, right? This is really important because gaming, you know, I think when it comes to VeVe, they have been very quiet, I think, on the potential for gamification, right? But gamification for VeVe needs to be, in my opinion, really big. Collectibles is huge, right? It's absolutely huge. But gaming itself is another beast, a totally different beast. And if they can tap into gaming, which is what we're going to look at now, then that would be absolutely huge. Now let's go over to some Marvel augmented reality stuff, right? Marvel Dimension of Heroes Lenovo Mirage AR. So let's have a quick look through this and see what we can see here. We're going to keep the music off for obvious reasons, copyright and that. But we see here, of course, this is a promotion. We have Disney and Lenovo. This is nothing to do with VeVe specifically, but it's going to show us what we've seen regarding Marvel, and augmented reality and sort of gamifying stuff. So this is Dimension of Heroes. We see this person picking up this augmented reality headset with Lenovo, and of course, then they have this sort of Captain America shield. Of course, what it really is two controllers essentially, but you can see like this person is able to like throw Captain America shields at his opponents or something. Then we have this person playing against one of the Marvel supervillains, essentially, being able to do their thing essentially, and you know, essentially gamifying the entire thing so that you can be in the shoes somewhat of these Marvel superheroes and these, you know, and now of course we can see that they're about to take on this Marvel supervillain. I'm assuming this is going to end up as a cliffhanger on the trailer where, yes, okay, there you go. And then of course you can sort of, you know, you can find out by playing yourself. Now going over to Amazon, right, which is where we can see it. So this goes for $150, right, roughly. And of course this is what the headset looks like. Now this is very far away, incredibly far away, let me add, from what we see with VeVe. You know, like Trevor has made it very clear, Trevor being the lead content producer at ECOMI, that of course makes VeVe. He has spoken about the fact that realistically, when we're looking at some sort of Ready Player One thing, especially when it comes to gamifying in general, that will take a long ass time, but it's still in the realm of possibilities. The other thing is, I do believe that the team have really slowed down on the exciting things that they're going to be talking about this early on, because every time they do that, what ends up happening is something happens within the business world that they can't maybe always talk about, and what then ends up happening, of course, is people get really frustrated really quickly, and it just turns into a cluster F. So that's why I think they haven't spoken much about it, but I am sure that they are very excited for it. You know, Trevor comes from Riot Games, which runs League of Legends, Valorant, Legends of Runeterra, many other games as well, and then we have other AAA studios also working on VeVe NFTs, and there's no way that they don't have experience. We already know that they have experience with Spider-Man Miles Morales PlayStation game. We also have people from Activision Blizzard who of course make Call of Duty, and of course Blizzard running Overwatch, etc. We even have, and not that it's the same thing, but we even have, you know, one of the social media people who work at VeVe, you know, is formerly from Overwatch. So there's definitely a lot of gaming background here, and there's no doubt that that passion will come through in the NFTs as well. It's just a case of waiting and seeing how long it's going to take. But honestly, the main thing is coming down to competition. Like, if you're expecting us to turn up straight away, then that's your own problem, you know what I mean, as far as the gamification is concerned. But obviously from a collecting point of view, from comics, from just general NFT point of views, obviously it's very exciting. And finally, I want to have a look at the Marvel press release that they put out, because I was sent it and I realized I haven't looked at it in this article. So let's do this real quick, and then I think we'll call it there, because we have some other things to look at in a different video. And of course, here we have Marvel and VeVe collaborate. We're not going to read the entire thing. We're not going to go through that part because we've already sort of seen it. We've also gone through this part basically, but actually I think there's some stuff that we need to talk about. Through the VeVe app, fans can buy and collect a variety of Marvel NFTs, trade and hunt for rare and even secret rare NFT comic comic books and collectibles and display their hard-earned collection through fully customizable virtual showrooms. Now, this is obviously crazy already. Users will be able to purchase gems, VeVe's in-app currency, through the credit card. With gems, users can buy the NFTs and sell the NFTs with others in the secondary market. Then we have the only app currently of its kind, VeVe's unique mixed reality adds a digital layer to the world around us, allowing fans to interact with their collection and bring their favorite toys, statues, and other collectibles to life. Fans will also be able to share their own curated collection of photos and videos and virtual showrooms with their friends and the fan community using the app's features. It's interesting that Marvel themselves, right here, this of course is Marvel's website, and they are making it very clear that they plan, or at least that they acknowledge that VeVe's reputation and VeVe's capabilities with mixed reality makes me think, what is Marvel wanting to do with that? Marvel has been exploring with VeVe how to make the Marvel digital collecting experience, let's get this a bit bigger, as special as the physical experience, and we're excited to finally be able to share this vision with our fans, says Daniel Fink, Vice President of Business Development and Strategy at Marvel. VeVe's platform, we hope to expand the limits of what Marvel fandoms can be, starting with personal and interactive digital collectibles that through NFTs, fans can truly collect, share, and enjoy it in a way that they have never been able to do before. Now, this is just crazy. The fact that they are this bullish on VeVe is ridiculous, and honestly, I'm not that surprised, knowing who is behind the licensing at VeVe. Obviously, we have David Yu and we have Alfred Kahn doing their thing. Honestly, I'm not surprised, but it is amazing to see. VeVe NFT digital collectibles are managed on the blockchain, which allows for an immutable record of authentication and allows fans to collect their digital products through a fun and engaging experience. Since last December, VeVe has sold over 580,000 NFTs, and its growing user base, of course, of over 340,000 users. So obviously very exciting stuff to see, and I would love to hear your take on this. I cannot wait for VeVe to gamify Marvel stuff. It's just going to be on a different level, especially now we have, obviously, we've had the DC license for a while now, at least has been, we've had many DC, honestly, people I think have been somewhat getting tired of DC NFTs, wanting to see Marvel or something else, because we have seen such a strong relationship with VeVe and DC. But with that being said, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I would love to hear your take. That being said, now I think we're going to look at some of the marketing stuff with an interview that happened recently. I can't wait to go through it with you. But with that being said, if this video was interesting or helpful to you in any way, shape, or form, like as always, much appreciated. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at ZakiZoo in the description. I talk about all this stuff anyway. But with that being said, have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in the next video.